that, Crondo?
Yo, peace and blessings. Blessings. You know what time it is, man. It's PotRoast motherfucking podcast. We in this motherfucker again, man. You already know. Happy Friday, Junior. Happy Friday, Junior, man. I got the bros with me. We got a special guest, OG. Boy in this motherfucker from the mill. You know what I'm saying? Corn dog in this motherfucker in the background. We ain't seen Corn in a minute. Good to see my brother Bowden in here. What's up, Bowden?
What's good, man? What's good?
All right, what's up, boy, man? Go ahead introduce yourself, brother.
My name is Boy. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I came up here to Arizona to be with D. Bowden, which is my first cousin. I love him to death. And I came to the pot roast to shed some light on a very serious topic to me, dealing with the freedom of Larry Hoover. Someone that I love very much. 52 years of being incarcerated is a very long time, but I do want to share some light on the misunderstanding that people have on the growth and development nation. A lot of people got us as gang bangers, as killers, etc. However, the name itself speaks for itself. Growth and development. If you ain't about trying to do something productive in this world that we live in, you don't represent us. You don't represent the disciple nation, in my eyes. Larry did a lot of time. He did 20 years before he went to the Fed system. And a lot of that time that he received, I think it was like close to three life bits at that time. He was incarcerated, and a lot of things that the people out there in the world was doing was being blamed on disciples. However, that's politics. And what I mean by politics is, anytime that a white man, and I know we got a white audience out there as well at this time, but anytime that the government don't want you and you're too powerful for the government, they will eliminate you, and they will do that by all means necessary. Lie on you, plant things on you, etc. But I like, again, as I stated, tonight is gonna be a night that we gonna share some light on the Gangster Disciple Nation.
Sure. Glad to have you here, brother. Glad to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Bo, do you want to, before we get into the topics, you want to get into the
hip hop icebreaker?
Hip hop icebreaker.
Yeah. So hip hop icebreaker, guys. It's about a rap duels, right?
Rap what?
Rap duel.
Duos?
Yes, sir. Out of these duels, which ones would you consider the best group? Would it be Big Boy and Andre 3K, Havoc and Prodigy, Eric B and Rakim, Method Man and Redman, Eminem and Royce 5'9",
that's tight.
Mos Def and Talib Kweli, Killer Mike and ELP, or Pusha T and Malice, which is
No UGK, no 8-Ball.
no, not in this group.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you how they got it 1 through 8. So 1 was Big Boy and Andre 3K, 2 is Havoc and Prodigy, 3 is Eric B and Rakim, 4 is Method Man and Redman, 5 is Eminem and Royce 5'9", 6 is Mos Def and Talib Kweli, 7 is Killer Mike and ELP, and 8 is Pusha T and Malice from the Clips.
That's hard.
So who's the best duel in that catalog?
That's a tight one.
Who y'all picking?
If I had to pick one, and that's tight because I'm old school and I love Eric B and Rakim, man. Much love to them and the brothers on the East Coast. But I love Redman and Method Man. But
what up, A1?
I'm about to say
You taking Eminem and Royce 5'9"?
Yeah.
Okay. Who you taking, Corn?
I would say gonna lie, I can't say Royce and 5 9 and Eminem. They're not the dude. Now they have some songs together, but they're not the dude. Who I would say overall is like OG said, because I grew up on Eric B and Rakim, and that was the first duel that I ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Kid and play anything.
you know,
That's
So,
facts.
usually I would give it up for them, but I'm gonna have to go with my two favorite rappers because they're in the middle. They're after the first, they're in the middle, and they're before the new school duels came along.
that'd be Outkast.
That'd be Redman and Method Man.
Redman, Method Man.
Go hard, they're power duel.
Oh
That
yeah,
is, that's okay.
That's what they once said. They once said, Meth and Red. Based off this list, I'm gonna have to go with Big Boy and Andre 3000.
Okay.
Out of these duos, they sold the most records. Out of these duos, they got the best albums. Outkast got classic shit, bro.
yeah.
So yeah, I would have to go Outkast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Cass too. Out of all of them, like, of course, I grew up with Eric B. Rakim as well, but I'll never forget when Outkast first came out. I fell in love instantly. Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. I wanted to be them niggas. I literally started dressing like them niggas just because of that. My cousin right here would tell you, nigga, I wear mad polo. I wear mad polo. To this day, I wear plenty polo socks, nigga. They made polo cool. They made polo cool to wear in Trick Daddy when Trick Daddy came out a little later after them. But them two niggas, them two artists as the group and individual, they inspired me with my fashion dressing style. I was Kangos up. I had mad Kangos, the golf Kangos, of course, polos, the lyrics beginning to the end. That whole album was classic. And just hearing Andre, a young Andre, then you could tell he was gonna be something special. And Big Boy, he was just something totally different as a Southern rapper. He didn't sound like nobody. Right. And it was like they made the perfect combination at that time. Remember, this is when they won in 95 Rap Group of the Year when the Source Awards. And he said, all we got to say is the South got something to say. And they definitely put a whole new wave on how people perceive down South rap music, because they was definitely outcast, because to this day they don't sound like anyone from the South. No one. The name fits them to a T. They changed the trend, the music, the genre. You've seen the little wittiness, the vocabulary, the wordplay, the delivery style. All that shit was just different for them, bro. They, to this day, man, everything they dropped, I would just gravitate to it. I just went with the fashion. I ain't when them niggas start wearing football jerseys and Pelican pants and shit. But yeah,
I got to hear them for the first time. I want to say in 2000, somewhere in that area. And I liked them from the first song that I heard. But I still got to go with who I picked. However, I love Redman and Method Man. Redman and Method Man.
Them niggas was cold, man.
They style was nasty. They flows was nasty as hell. But I was more enthused with their dressing because they them Timbs and shit like that. I was a Tim dude back in them days, man. So, but yeah, I think that was a good pick.
Yeah,
for the both of y'all. All of them was great though.
All of them are classic.
It was hard to choose,
though. It was, but I just knew I picked Outkast more, I think, because they portrayed like my imagery of what fashion was too at that time for me. And then they had dope music, and then like you said, they had classics, bro. They had albums. You know what I'm saying? Like every album they dropped was a banger. They always was definitely in the search of changing music too. They never was complacent in their discovery with their whole catalog. All they shit looks like it's like they named just everything from them. The name fits how their music was, they style, they deliverance, they outlook on music and hip hop, bro. Like they had the perfect everything. The name and everything just fit.
they brought a new fad to me when it come down to what we call the hip hop generation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
it was kind of like the modern day hippie wordplay niggas, bro. Backpack. They like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They kind of like a Wu-Tang in a way, bro. They got a little bit of everything with just two dudes.
Wu wasn't that nice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Most of their influence when we was all in high school was like from Kilo, MJG, and A-Ball before Outkast. And they had the most players music, so it was more of a contest at that point in time. You know what I mean? And Outkast, like you said, they exactly like they name, they are Outcasts.
Right.
Of everything they do, no matter what they touch. I'm waiting on the new Outkast album to come out. I hope it.
Ain't never coming out.
I just seen something. I think I just seen a clip. I wish I could have found it. It was something last week. I should have put in the group chat. Something did pop up. It didn't say Outkast. It said Andre 3K was working on a new album. And he's rapping. He's rapping on this. They had a clip of a verse he was doing on a song, a linked song. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Speaking of lyrics, I'm about to play this Ransom joint real quick, and then we're gonna come right back. Let me play this Ransom joint real quick.
The artist Ransom?
Yeah, David East.
Oh yeah, my shit. Yeah. Big, I'm the one put you on Ransom. That's my boy, man. Ransom, dog. That video dope. Have you seen the video, Chron?
Thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Spit venomous scriptures behind these podiums. Nobody's cold as him. He sings the coldest hymns. Let go your sins. The devil has no limits. His business got all my soldiers slim. Behold the grim reaper who sinks his teeth in the souls of men. Y'all niggas out of pocket like Malcolm X at the Audubon. They take a pound of flesh when the slaughter's on. Meetings at the mosque. Be prepared to die when the war is on. Trust me, you are blessed if you hear the cry when your daughter's born. Shotguns and shell casings. Blood soaks in the wood of the floor. Would you do more if you finally knew that your hell's waiting? Or in front of heaven's gates with a juicy steak? Tailgating, your sanity is fantasy. I'm in tune with the anarchy. The chaos got them panicky. I'm best friends with calamity. The prison's in your mind, and they locked you in with no amnesty. I look to a celebrity to lift you up with integrity. Puppets without sincerity. You can never fathom the levity. There's no way you can measure me. My energy, blood of kings, my ancestry. I give you these jewels and pray that you treasure me. Verses by Frankie Beverly. These melodies got me thinking my people happy with crumbs, but it's worthless to thank your enemies. They use pawns to pander. Puppet masters who lust disaster. Movie star tell you vote for him. Tell me, why would you trust an actor? Rap stars and ball players, pop singers and famous folks selling you pain and hope. They ain't dropped the noose, they just changed the rope. Different times, same approach. Don't look down at me for selling cocaine and dope. The blood's on the wall, just look for the stains to soak. I've given y'all enough of me. My brother, please, no.
I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. I'm drawn so close, can't let it go. Till you're one me,
My name is Ashley Puyol.
in the chill autumn's embrace.
A man who stands for nothing or fall for anything, you know?
In the chill autumn's embrace.
Final call. Life started at Omaha, son of Luis and Earl Little. Racism was rampant, don't panic, can't bring this world with you. Pops died at 6, I blame them white boys. Wear hooded tops, what good is cops? The color of your skin just meant they wouldn't stop. Mommy had a nervous breakdown that split the family up. Foster homes I stayed in, no information, this can't be us. Prison time for burglary, got put on to the nation there. Clean my state of mind and stay natural, not trying to straighten my head. And know why I stood on that. Chicago when they let me out. I praised Elijah Muhammad, thankful for how he kept me out. Time moving, minister now, I got me a following. Temple number 7, that's Harlem. The town was proud of him. Jealousy apparent from brothers, the fame was bothering. Slandered JFK, it went national. Said don't talk to him. 64, my pilgrimage to Mecca was refreshing. El Hajj Malik, El Shabazz, new name impressive. Crippin' Queens, they firebomb. My kids and wife was in their sleep. Death threats, the phone won't stop ringing. This shit done got deep. Still I gotta make this speech. Can't complain about how I teach. Take a ride up to the heights, all by myself. It's time to preach. Everything is real, I speak. Clothes is fitting, looking neat. 3940 Broadway, where they know we supposed to meet. Sincerity through my teeth. Approach the podium with wisdom. Couple brothers think I could count on. He's scoping out for mischief. Get your hand about my pocket. Relax, my brother, just stop it. While my daughter sitting up front, they with Betty. You know they watching. Couple shots into my body. They probably name me a prophet. They'll name avenues and schools in my memory. It's a lot to process. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. The truth is on the side of the oppressed. Make sure you stand with us by any means.
With the game.
Yeah, that was bars right there, man. That was bars. That was some bars. We talking about bars and shit. So I just figured I'd play some shit.
That nigga said in the song, what'd he say? You won't really know what money is. Baby girl won't sapphire, nothing but ice. She at the LV store grabbing everything, not looking at the price. My baby boy do it and he real nice. He spitting balls every day we write. Then he said, fools acting all stupid and diful. Niggas Ron Harper out here acting like you Michael. That nigga be going crazy, man. That nigga be going great. He got a couple of bars. He say Phoenix. What he say about Phoenix? I put it on you with a real gun. And this is not without the Arizona Phoenix Suns or some shit. I was like, this nigga be going crazy.
So let's go on. What y'all think about President Trump communing Larry Hoover's sentence? I personally I don't really think he did him a favor, because now they're probably going to move him from the federal penitentiary to the state one. Even though it's Larry Hoover, I'm pretty sure he'll get treated like a king in there and had to, even though it's prison, he'll have, what I mean, accommodations just off the strength of who he is. But I think he still got like 100, 200 and some years left on a state sentence. So I don't think he's like getting out. My thing is, what's the point of him even doing it if it ain't gonna really, really affect him like that? Or is he gonna try to get back in the state court or something? Or like, what's the deal behind that shit, y'all think?
You want to take this one?
Personally, this is my opinion. I think they should have gave him a full pardon. I didn't know it was commuted. I misunderstood it. I thought it was because in the media or social media, it was considered as a full pardon. So everybody thought that he was just getting out with no problems. And I know he got state charges, which they showed 200 years. But at the same time, I feel like he should have got a full pardon, because, and then I feel like it's a politic type of power move. You're trying to get away from your MAGA agenda which MAGA is kind of like, to me, white supremacy, but you're trying to get away from that because people have been in the media talking about you racist to a certain degree. So you think if you release a couple black men or commute or pardon, then that we're going to be on your side. And that's not the case, because last time he did something, he pardoned Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Kodak Black went to jail for the same thing he got pardoned for. Then you gave Young Boy, NBA Young Boy,
he got out.
Full pardon, but you didn't give Larry Hoover a full pardon, who's been in there longer than Young Boy would ever exist before Young Boy even existed. That don't make any sense to me.
I mean, I agree with you. Excuse me. I agree with you. First, the power move. Number one, I'm gonna go back a little bit. In 2006, the president of the United States at the time was George W. Bush, and the old man was in the Fed book. It's called the Feds, and it was a count at this time of 500,000 members that we had throughout the United States of America. It's more now. That was in 2006. It'll be a power move, and I say that because it's more now. It'll make the young vote, because he talking about now changing the Constitution up to have 3 terms now, and only one that had 3 terms is I think was Theodore Roosevelt. But he's talking about changing the Constitution up now so he would get back into office. But it'll be a power move because it's a lot of us love Larry, man. And it's a lot of us that love what he stands for. It's a lot of us that want him out, and he'll get many votes if he done that. However, going back to what was stated about the time, I can illustrate, I can demonstrate on that a little bit. I did 18 years in the system, straight time, and the law that Larry was up under he was up under 1/3 law. You got 1/3, 2/3, true for sentencing. He's up under the 1/3. Back in them days, 11 years was considered a life bit. Yeah. So he'll do 1/3 of that. He got, when he went in before the feds came and got him in 97, the indictment was 95. Like, I think between August and September of 95, he had 20 years in at the time. So that time do count, but at the same time, you just say that's 2 life bits right there. So what I think may happen is, I believe that they might let him go. He'll go back down to the state, but I think eventually they will let him go. You know, in 1995, we was doing well. Yeah, 95, 96, we had a 20th century vote, and that was for the community. You know, and we had the Free Larry thing going on at that time, and Mr. Hoover damn near got out. He damn near got out in 95, 94, 95, but they came with that indictment to keep him in. Again, it goes back to what I stated, that anytime that a black man stand up that's of power, they go shoot you down. You know, J. Edgar Hoover stated in the 1960s, he said that there would never be another black man stand up like a Jesus Christ. If he do, we will chop him down. Larry Hoover is considered like a Jesus Christ, bro, to the inner city, to the inner city youth. And not only just to the gangster disciples, man, but there's a lot of Peace Stones, there's a lot of Vice Lords, there are Vikings, there's a lot of black disciples, old school black disciples, let me say that. And a lot of breeds, new breeds as well, and a lot of kings that would love to see him out. A lot of Crips would love to see him out. I got a lot of respect for Crips. Tookie Williams, may rest in peace as well. It's a lot of people that would love to see him out. I think that the old man will see that God is keeping him here for a reason, not the season, man. You know, 52 years is a long time. You know, I celebrate his birthday every year, man. You know what I'm saying? When he turned 74, man, I threw my hands up in there because it speaks for itself. He'll be out. whether it be this year, next year, I don't think he's going to die in the penitentiary.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Loaded.
Yeah, I agree. It has to be some type of modification with it by being state now.
Yeah.
State, because that's an Illinois charge now. That's out of the feds league right there. That's some state stuff that can be easily modified. Like Cuz said, he's up under the old law, the 1/3. He's already has time served for 2 life terms.
200 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third of a 200 years is what, like 50 or 30?
But
Some shit like that.
But what it
Yeah, if you breaking it down with
Break
that,
it
like
down.
you saying, yeah, he would technically already have the time served.
so that's 33 years is 3 life bits. He
Right.
got 52 years.
You got 52 in.
Right.
So
I'm saying,
technically
take-
on that law format, he would have the time served already.
But see, they can also make it retroactive as well, even though it's because he's still locked up. He never got out.
Yeah.
They can make that retroactive.
Yeah.
to him.
Or what don't they call that? What they call it? When consecutive.
Concurrent.
Running
Yeah.
concurrent.
Now, it's 2 different cases, true, but the time could be like that. They could run it like that because he never got out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was charging him while he was still locked
Yeah,
up.
Larry was like I said, he had been locked down 20 years.
They start throwing shit on him that was going on in
out
the
here,
world.
out here in the world. Now,
So,
don't get me wrong, cause
Yeah.
he was the chairman. He
Yeah.
is always gonna be the chairman of the other
Right,
nation. You know, may
right.
it be what it is.
Even
but
even at that time, remember when he even said he stepped down.
he stepped down, he
He
did.
said, they still was like, nah.
But see, that's why
It
the
got-
chairman took play,
Mhm.
but it still falls
It
down
still
on
fall
him
back on
because
him. He's the
founder.
creator and the founder.
Right.
So guilty by association,
Right.
like, nah, you can't wash your hands with it.
Look at the
It is
charge
what
they
it
got on.
is. Yeah.
Even if he stepped down, when he did step down, all this shit was still
They
going
still
on.
going
So
on.
that's where the conspiracy
Conspiracy
come in
there.
and
Yeah.
that's hard to beat in the feds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't dictate what these motherfuckers do if I'm not the one.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
Telling them to fucking do it.
Type shit.
It's just like you having your camp, your entourage, right? Somebody in your entourage do some goofy shit, it's gonna fall on you because you the face of it. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? So everybody, yeah,
Right.
it's gonna fall on you, and you would think I would have enough love and respect for you because of your title and what you represent. But sometimes, it's always one goofy that don't
Yeah,
even
they fuck
ain't
it
even
up.
looking at that. He ain't looking at you fucking up the brand, you fucking up the whole bag for us in general, being stuck on stupid. And now you're taking things and modifying it to your expertise, and that
Simplifying it.
yeah.
Some of the inmates, like in 96, 97, 98, around that time, right? They started changing a whole bunch of laws. Then in 2005 or 6 or something like that, they changed laws again.
Mhm.
They changed the laws again in 2010. Not saying that what you did under the old law
Mhm.
commence, but my thing is, I agree with you, OG. I believe to a certain degree, this man done did 52 years in jail.
Mhm.
That's older than some of these kids and adults that's more than my.
I'm
He
52.
52.
That's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm trying to say though. If he done did 52 years in jail,
Mhm.
he got indicted on the feds on a separate charge, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Now we going back to the state. The state, because the state laws have changed in certain areas in the Midwest, far as
Mhm.
sentencing goes.
Mhm.
Which means if the laws have changed, which they can go back and like we've all been discussing,
Right.
they can change some things because the laws have changed. He's not underneath the old law no more. If you're taking him back to the state, he can go back to court, and then, like you said, they can do time served because like
Yeah.
they did 3 lifetimes.
Okay, now let me come back a little bit. How that operates this, like with me, when I was back home in 1991, I was convicted of a bank robbery. Now, I fell up under the 2/3 law. So, anytime that I went back say I was revocated for whatever reason, I would be back up under the 2/3. However, if I caught a new charge, now I'll be up under the truth and sentencing, which is the new law and where I'm from. So no matter how much time I got on parole here, at this time, I caught a new charge. So I'm gonna do that time right there on the revocation, but then that's old law. Remember, I caught that case under the old law. But once that case in, the new law kick in. You see what I'm saying? So it won't be retroactive to him. He's still up under the old 1/3 law. And I hate to say it, but I hate the way the system is set up, but the law is set up the way it is. He's up under the best law when it comes down to time. Because back in this time, if you had 15 years, you was only doing 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah. Back then, like you could catch a body and be out in 5-6 years. Yeah.
I'm up under.
So how much of the 18 piece did you do?
I did the full 18. I was wild out, boss. I had 25 years. I gave back 10. Okay. And wound up catching 3 more in the system, which that's 18 years. I did the full 18. Right. It wasn't no getting out early. But when it come down to Larry, man, he said this in 1995. I never forget the interview. If you dig it up, you'll see it. Bowden, with Barbara Walters. And I quote what he stated. I will always remember it. He said, "Them guys out there wearing their hats to the right, they're not with me. Them guys out there wearing them Green Bay Packer coats with the G on the back of it, they're not with me. We're no longer about gangster disciple. This is when our law changed.
That's when I went to.
We're about growth and development." You see what I'm saying? And that put a whole different spin on things right then and there. So the shit that people out there doing is real GDs don't gang bang. I'm sorry. Our laws speak totally different. I'm just gonna throw something at you. Tell me what's gang banging about this. Organization, education, economics, politics, unity, and social development. What's gang banging about that? Nothing. That's some political shit that's being spoken. But if you don't understand it, and I hate to say it, but I got to be real. It's a lot of young cats out there. I was in I did time up here too in Red Rock. And we had a structure in Red Rock, a solid structure. And I done had guys move the fuck up off the yard, bro. And the guys that I rode with at this time, niggas was moving off the yard, because if you don't know law, you weren't following these laws and policies, boss, it's 2 things gonna happen. You go check up out this motherfucker, you go check up out this motherfucker. See what I'm saying? Because we not about gang banging, bro. You keep that shit out there, I ain't gonna say who do it, I'm just gonna say you keep that shit on the streets. But when it come down to organization, this shit is a real live Costa Nostra, bro. That's why I hold Costa Nostra on my arm. It's a real live mob, man. This ain't the shit that we see on TV, warriors and colors and shit. This ain't that. This is the real live mob, man. You know what I'm saying? That's been taken out of context. People fucked our brand up, but I hate to say it, some of our own members done it too. It's just the bottom line. Man, like I say, man, 974-14-215-19, boss. And free Larry, man.
Oh, you got anything you want to add?
Pretty much that's it, man. Free him, man. Nigga did his time, man.
52 years.
You can't, man. 52. A lot of people die,
man.
Doing 52 years, man. Way before even that.
But homie, man, check this out. And cuz, check this out. This is what bothered me the most. Ronald Reagan got shot in 1981. Mm-hmm. And the white dude that shot him, you motherfuckers didn't even send him to prison. Oh. You put him in a fucking nut house for 10 years. And then you released him. He out there right now in the world as we speak. This man didn't kill nobody. Hypothetically, you said he called the hit, but we don't know that. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, he shot the president and shot an FBI agent. This motherfucker walking the streets, bro.
Uh-huh.
Get real. 52 years is a long time.
Real long time.
Real long time. You know, you got a president in office right now. This motherfucker got what, 43 felonies? Motherfucker, you got 43 felonies. This shit. One felony, goddamn, that's 20 years. It seems like 100 years. You got 43.
That's like, if you got 43, that's like 300 years.
Yeah. You got it. Motherfucker, you done broke every man, you done broke every law in the Constitution, motherfucker. But you're the president. It ain't no telling he did done that, maybe. You know, don't know what secret shit they on. You know what I'm saying? Politics is politics. It's a business.
Speaking of politics, so in the NBA, y'all know the playoffs and all that going to an end. Some of y'all may be bettors like me. I'll be betting. Allegedly, Denver Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. is a subject of an NBA investigation into irregularities on prop betting involving himself after he scored like 2 points in a game. So basically, they're saying he was betting on himself. He was doing the Pete Rose scandal bets. I definitely feel like as much as FanDuel has pushed legalizing sports betting now, the last couple of years, and Crondo can speak for this. Corn, you done seen it too, because you done seen it. Like, it is definitely politics in this sport, bro.
As far as winners and
losers and scoring, man, because it's so frustrating. You put your little money up, and now that you're trying to make a financial gain in your life behind something you love that we all been watching on a regular basis, and these athletes know this, bro. Like, you seeing, like, it take this example. If we was going back to the 90s when Michael Jordan was playing, Mike averaged 30 points every game, right?
Right.
So imagine if you had FanDuel, you gonna put Mike for 25 plus every game. You would, I guarantee that you could count on one hand how many games he would have under 25. Right.
Who had the most points like he should was Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Right.
So you bet on both of them.
Like you would.
I bet on both of them.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, dude, you.
Retarded. At the end of the day, the motherfucker retarded and greedy. Number one.
Yeah.
You already got a motherfucking bag, brother. What you need to get more for? Invest in fucking business, stupid.
Right.
Or do something else. Flip the money. Get into real estate. You got I don't know what his contract is. I don't know what dude contract.
You got a nice
is,
contract.
You got a big bag, bro.
You got a nice
betting on yourself, and then not only that, you betting on the unders. If anything, if you smart, you'd bet on the over and go out there and try to ball. Right. When you go out there and you fucking known for getting at least 15 points, and you go out there and get 2, they might be looking upside your head, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do the shit, then do it smart.
He has a 5-year, $180 million contract.
$80 million, bro.
5-year, $180 million contract.
$180 million, and you trying to fucking do on some gambling?
How many years for how many years?
5 years.
So that means you get about like
35 mil a year.
Yeah, you got a bag already.
35 million a year. Why are you?
What are you doing, sir? That's just your NBA contract. We're not even talking about your endorsement deals or other business ventures you already probably got. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy work.
They got him in the Raw. They got him.
Yeah, well, it's allegedly it's an investigation that's ongoing right now.
Right.
And I believe it too because it was 2 other NBA players, twin brothers. I think. Oh, they did get kicked out. Yeah, they got caught gambling. One of them, his little brother, who played with the Raptors. Yeah, he was gambling on his games. under. I was like, bro, like,
People do the weirdest shit, man, the dumbest shit. I look at it even past that. I look at it even in the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? When you in the hip hop industry, I came up in the gutter. I come up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't change that for nothing in this world. But that's who made me who the fuck I am to this day. Number one. But you got guys that's have lived that life. I call him Lil Dirty. They call his name Lil Dirty. I call him Lil Dirty. Lil Dirty. Lil Dirty. He done lived that life. He know what it is to be in poverty. He know what it is to be in violent city. Where the name of the game is not the game, but it's the GAIN, to gain and move forward. You know what I'm saying? Not to gain and do the same dumbass shit that you was doing before. In this same situation, you know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a predicament that fucks you. But guess what? I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. Mother had you, mother love you, motherfucker. I ain't gained nothing from it.
Yeah.
I respect that. Because to be honest with you,
Mother had you, mother love you, motherfucker.
Mother had you, motherfucker.
Shit.
I ain't gained nothing.
Yeah. At 35 million a year, bro, is enough to create multiple streams of income, bro. If you just sitting on that money, blowing it, the motherfucker might be broke. Yeah. And even then, bro, you got to think that's like the casino. It is a casino.
Yeah.
And they don't like paying. Number one, they greedy fucks. They don't like paying.
Mm-hmm.
Shit probably is ran by the mob. It got some dirty money tied into it.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then, if you hit their ass, just like with any laws of nature, when the motherfucker win, bro, they're gonna get salty. After they get salty, you're gonna get investigated.
Yeah,
you cheat. I don't want to pay you anyway, so let me make sure that you ain't cheating. So let me freeze your winnings, your earnings, get you under investigation. You ain't gotta pay your put the stamp on your ass, and you ain't gonna get the money any motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, bro.
How do you even get to that point, bro, where you just betting crazy like that on yourself in the game, man?
I wouldn't do it personally. I got a bag, like bro said. If he got a bag, why would you do something so fucking dumb? Let's go even.
Somebody probably got in his ear and gave him a spiel that made it sound real compelling.
And that
somebody gave him a spiel like, man, woo woo woo, and he was like, really? And listen, just whatever it was, the spiel sounded good.
Ran that game on it.
Yo, dumbass out there.
Dumbass.
Airballing, jump stuff. This nigga was tricking mad shots in the playoffs, Cord. This nigga came down and shot 3 airball 3-pointers.
He's usually good for about between
10 to 19. This nigga couldn't even put up 10 points, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they shit him on his phone during the game?
Yeah.
I thought they're not even allowed to have their phones during the game.
I'm supposed to.
But they be having them weak ass trainers and all that shit sitting behind the bench that you can pull them out. Yeah.
So then he's definitely fucking retarded.
Right. Cameras everywhere.
Recording you
while you on your phone. They like, look at this. They like, look at this motherfucker on the phone.
That's that old saying. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Like, who really be getting us Kevin Durant was always on motherfuckers. He make me think he be gabbling too. He just said some bogus shit in interviews, bro. He say that one. He said, "Hey, good game." He said, "Hey, good game, and better luck, gamblers on parlay for the next game." See, when he said that, I was like, you know what? That's that shit to get you beat up when somebody see you out in the open, bro.
He also said that y'all praise me when I win.
Yeah.
Or y'all
praise me when
shit when I lose, or when I don't get y'all points. But when y'all win, y'all ain't giving me no money. He was like, y'all ain't even real. Like, nigga, please.
Talking about
You got that, but I got to
said, yeah,
eat my
he said-
little $500. You got 500 million, nigga.
He said everybody praise me when they win, but the moment I don't hit they parlays, they hate me. Y'all ain't spreading y'all winnings with me. It's like, nigga, did you just say that out loud? Are you trying to be investigated? Because
it kind of reminds me of our cousin, man. You know, I got a boxing family. You know, I got a cousin, Leon Spinks, who beat Muhammad Ali in 78. And then you got Michael, who was the champion too. He took the belt. He had the belt for like 7 years, I think 5 to 7 years, something like that. But when he came up against Tyson, you know, that's my boy there, man. When he came up against Tyson in 1988, I watched that fight personally because that's my cousin. And then I love Tyson. But they going there. Tyson got some powerful ass punches, we all know. But he barely hit Cuz in this one. He just, oh shit.
he already like
and he had the chance to get back up. But he didn't get back
Get up.
You see what I'm saying? I'm in this shit for the sport. You may whoop my ass. But you know what? I'm not just go fall down and fuck that nigga. We finna go at it. You gonna have to hurt me. I'm gonna try to hurt you. One of the two. Right. I'm not finna just drop. And then when they say 10, jump up like ain't nothing happened. Right. No, fuck that. With all that, man. And that's what happened. And that's the same type of situation, man. You know,
that's what they doing now, man. It ain't even about competition. It's just about money grabs now.
Man.
Look at all these little combinations of the Mayweather fighting the MMA fighters and celebrities. They just get in there dancing around just to get a bag real quick. Then the dude, they talking crazy. He's sitting on the J. Paul. He on the plane. Like, oh yeah, I'm up 65 million. Strong after the law, man. Come on, man. Like these money grab. I ain't gonna lie. You throw me in the ring, I'm falling down, bro. I'm falling down. I don't give a damn.
Go fall down.
Falling down. If they already told me what my money guarantee, all I gotta do is go a certain amount of rounds. Hey, I'm gonna go home with a big bag and still look the same.
Hey,
yeah.
My question to our culture in general, just our culture, is why do we always reach for the top? When we make it to the top, we do ignorant things to fall back down or drag ourselves back down to where we came out of the struggle. Instead of coming out of the struggle,
put yourself right back in.
We put ourselves right back in there, and now this gentleman is about to lose his endorsements, which is a lot of money. And then you got all these responsibilities that you normally wouldn't have, but by you making it out and having these responsibilities instead of being responsible, you're being irresponsible. And not saying that he's less of a man or nothing like that, but you're being irresponsible and ignorant about money in general. You know, there's kids struggling to get to that point.
To get to where you're at.
There's people.
So you feel like there's people that will want to be in their spot and then they in the spot and they not taking it seriously and then like fucking it off.
Like right now, there's a person right now that's saying, "Man, I can't stand this motherfucking Honda." But guess what? There's somebody sitting down wishing they even had a Honda to even use to go to work and whatever, because they don't got a car.
You know,
and we don't think like that, man. I just don't understand why we get to the top and then we become irresponsible about everything.
I think that, you know, listen at how you brought it and listen at the answer that my man gave. I can't even say they're misguided. I can't even say that. That'd be me giving a fucking excuse. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna say, the only thing you can't say is it's an ignoramus move, bro.
Yeah,
you can't call it for nothing else but what it's worth. It's ignorant. Again, if I got a bag already, if I got this money that this dude is making, I'm not finna do nothing to jeopardize my shit, bro. This is my security. I may got this money, but one thing about money is if it's a proverb in the Bible, and it says, I'll never forget it. It says, "What good is money in the hands of a fool if he choose not to be wise?"
That's what I'm getting.
You see what I'm saying? A person can be a multi-billionaire
Still be stupid.
and be dumb and lose that $1 billion over motherfucking night. One dumb ass decision.
Hey, what's his name? Rapper Ransom said in the song, he said, "Money don't change you. It just reveals your person. It only reveals your personality."
It's sad, but it's true.
Because it don't change you. It just reveals your personality. I'm gonna tell you why. Two things happen usually. You ever seen when somebody comes across a lump sum of money, or not even a lump sum of money, let's just say being in a position in life that's doing better than average, right? And people say, "Oh, you done changed up on me. You acting brand new now. You think you all that because of woo 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 woo."
Right.
They're saying that. You don't think you changed, really. It's them because they're feeling inadequate about where they're in their life.
Right.
And now that you done got to a plateau or you've came across a lump sum of money, they don't feel comfortable around you.
Right.
You haven't even changed. I done seen where people would be like, "Oh man, I see you acting brand new." Like, bro, my phone number been the same for 7 years. I ain't even right now. I get family call. "Oh yeah, do you? I see you do. My number ain't never changed. You ain't never hit my line. It ain't like I got you blocked. You ain't never hit my line. You feel some type of way.
He tell him that all the
I'm
time.
telling you, you feel some type of way. I ain't did nothing different. I'm still the same person. But you don't talk to me on a regular basis. So you stuck looking on the outside, looking in, and you're only, you know, the old saying is people respect the shine and not the grind.
Yeah.
They see the shine and get stuck on the shine. But was you there when I was going through that shit? Them was the niggas that was coming to my little hole in the walls. Them was the dudes that was supporting me. And then now, when you get in that position to bless other people, the first people you bless is the ones that was around you.
Do you think money that I get what you're saying and you're right, but do you think that money can sometimes make the person act different and that's why people say that shit? Or was it always a form? I think it's a case by case scenario.
Yeah, I think it is.
The motherfucker that gets some money and then he got haters around him, so they looking at him like that. Or you acting different now, bro. But then there's a time when that person is genuine and they telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? If the person is acting different, like you said earlier, they say money. You said money don't change; it reveals who you are.
Yeah.
But you're all right. Money does reveal. I mean, as a prime example of that, just like you just said, I'm gonna use him as an example. But Young Dolph was the same way. He had a whole bunch of haters that he didn't know was haters that were plotting to kill him because he advanced more than more than he did. They didn't kill him because he stole something from him. They didn't kill him because he did something to somebody or owed somebody anything. He didn't owe nobody nothing. They just killed him because they was jealous.
Just who he was.
And to be honest with you, he never changed. He was giving stuff back to people
all the time.
Cars, paying people bills, all that stuff.
I'm a firm believer that you know we do things the way we do it, meaning that if I come up, if we all clicked in together, we go eat together.
Exactly.
It's the bottom line. Outside of my circle, I don't owe nobody nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can hate me, you can like me, it don't make no difference. But like my man said, man, it's a lot of hateration, jealousy.
Right.
But the same way I got it, shit, you can get it.
You
know what I'm saying? But a lot of people say you changed, bro. They say you changed because you're not giving them shit.
Giving them nothing.
You see what I'm saying?
Only people say you changed is what you ain't doing for.
I got people in family, bro.
The moment you do something for them, they love you. And the moment you cut off, continuing it, those are the ones that's talking about it.
That thing ain't shit.
Which I hated that they try to criticize them and try to chop them down. But was Nelly.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to take people.
Oh yeah.
Saying them in text, and when you were telling them, look, you can take these endorsement deals, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You get
trying to put them on.
You're not listening to me.
Right.
You're trying to chop me down because I won't do certain things that I used to do anymore.
Right.
You do that.
You still pocket watching me. Yeah, you still pocket watching me. Oh man, this nigga just went and bought a $3 million car. Nigga, he didn't gave you $3 million and you blew $3 million. So
the same opportunity that I have. Rather we out there hustling.
I'm gonna be broke if I keep trying to help you.
what can we do to change our culture as far as, because like right now, another situation that we everybody warned him. Everybody in the world warned him. I don't know his little name, but he married that little young lady. I'm not saying she a bad lady.
Talking about Travis Hunter?
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
That situation.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
If she ever get
Yeah,
attitude and get mad and want to leave, guess what? It's over with for you, bro. She taking half of that.
Yeah.
The thing is, she wasn't even in the gym. But the thing is, why do we need what I feel we need to do as a culture, especially in the Black community, as far as making it from one level to the next, is we need to start finding out and serving our information to the kids first, so they can be advanced in business, financial literacy. So that way, when that money comes, just like these white people have been doing all this long time, is we need to start teaching our kids about trust, life insurance, anything that's financial. So that way, when they get this big money, they won't make.
They know what to do.
They won't make ignorant mistakes like what this young man is doing with his back.
We're like the only culture that don't install that. Every other culture does. Every other culture does what we call financial discipline.
Yeah.
Money management skills. It's just like lottery winners, right? There's only two type of people that win the lottery. A person that ain't never had money, and it's always the retired people, right? So then they go, oh, man. I'm like, bro, all of us in here have worked our entire life, right? If any of us hit the lottery for $200-300 million, we will never go broke. You know why? Because we've been managing money for the last. The only difference is the bag is just bigger, but it's still managing money. But when you get somebody that ain't never had nothing, he found a scratch off. He was homeless at 20 years old, and he wins. It's gone because he's never managed money. He's never paid rent. He's never paid car notes. He's never did that. And this is the bare minimum in life. Right. And you just gave him a lump sum of money. He doesn't have any management life skills whatsoever. So he's going to blow the fucking money. Nah.
100 can get blown easily.
100 billion
can get blown easily.
I'm saying
if you talking about millions, though,
I'm saying I said if any of us in here was to hit for 100 million plus, we ain't gonna ever go broke because we've been managing money our entire life.
Let's go back to Rodney King. Rodney King got all that goddamn money. He got millions.
Yeah, he did.
On top of millions when he took that ass whooping. But look what happened. He died broke. Why? Because he didn't have the investment mind. What he tried to invest in down the line when he was damn near broke was a studio. You see what I'm saying? A studio is good. Okay, that's cool. But what about other things? You know, I want to kind of draw back what Corn Dog hit at. Like I'm gonna take me as an example. I'm gonna go with my kids. I'm a firm believer in education. I'm very strong on it. I got a grandkid. I can't wait till to get it because I'm gonna put it on him. Same way. But my children and the kids that's in society, out of it's 6 generations of us that's living in my family. Now, 6 generations, it's a lot of people. I'm not trying to educate you old motherfuckers no more. Because what I've been telling you, it goes in one and out the other. So I'm trying to reach the kids. Because the kids got the ear. And they paying attention. They sponge. It's just like this here. They sponges. They sucking it up. Feel me? I look at it like this here. The generations that are here now, from the slaves to now, this generation is the smartest generation that there has ever been. But they're also the dumbest generation. They're the dumbest because they have all the tools now. Everything is on this computer. They learning this shit quicker than I would ever have learned it. But they choose not to do nothing with it. You see what I'm saying? So I asked myself, What good was the civil rights movement if ain't nobody choosing to be educated? You see what I'm saying? So that being stated, man, it's about instilling in the young, putting that time into the young generation, man, because they are our future. My daughter played basketball. My son played basketball. My daughter is bright. My son is bright, though he makes mistakes. I still love him to death. Always will. But it's time for us to invest in them. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, who else go teach them? And then as far as money management, I go back to our era. We are old OGs in this motherfucker. We ain't too young. I know you ain't voting, so don't even looking at you like you're a young motherfucker. You ain't 25.
That a bitch.
But I love you.
I painted my hair this color, y'all.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Our kids today are taught much greater than what my generation was. I had to learn money management down the line. I opened up with me going to prison. And I tell people when they ask me, man, you did all that time, man. And you missed out. No, I didn't miss out on shit. Man, I don't regret nothing. Because the penitentiary is what made me know. I taught me, and let me rephrase that. I taught me what I know by being incarcerated. Money management, psychology, theology, history, European history, African American history, Native American history. I learned this in that university right there. I call Penn State. You know what I'm saying? So I had to teach me. The young got everything out there for them. They can just set the bullshit to the side. And their parents bring them up the right way. Show them the roots, put the books in their hands, and guide them to the stars. Guide them to the stars, man. You'll have a star. Guide them to the stars. And I guarantee that there would be a change in our people. There would be a shake in our people. I know it would be. I know I'm a very firm believer in us. I don't like the shit that we do. But I do know that don't nothing exist without us. No culture. Don't nothing shake without us. But we got to realize that we kings. Realize that we queens. And you got to have that mind frame.
And that's what I'm getting at. Because right now is the best time in this generation to teach the kids financial literacy.
Yeah.
Starting from the ages of 5 all the way until 18.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because situations like this where you get to the top, you got $135 million bag or whatever.
Right.
And you're playing around with it like if this is a dice game on the block or something.
It could be taken away from you just like that.
Exactly. And then you think about you're not thinking about the responsibility that comes with all of that money, and then all the people you employ underneath that money too. Because you got an agent, you got a lawyer, you got your family that depend on you.
Yeah.
If you got kids or your woman or something or your wife, you got them. And then you got other people like your coaches and all of them that depend on you to stay in a certain mindset in a certain zone. But you want to do all these ignorant bets and lose all your promotion. So now, if you had a Nike contract, that's gone.
That's gone.
If you had a McDonald's contract with millions of dollars, that's extra coming into you, that's gone. So it's just like I'm sick of our culture getting to the top and ruining it for themselves. It doesn't matter if it's hip hop music. It doesn't matter if it's sports. It doesn't matter if you're an actor. I'm tired of us getting to the top of the food chain, as far as when it comes to money. And we just don't. We act like we don't got no responsibilities, and we
Right.
start acting irresponsible and ignorant with egotistic ways that bring us back down to where we came from.
Yeah, that's
We gotta
it's pitiful.
we gotta learn how to install discipline and monetize distractions.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
straight up. We gotta install discipline and monetize distractions. If you do those two things, everything else will fall in place. We ain't even got to talk about nothing else.
Let me ask you something.
Install discipline and monetize distractions. Everything else.
So we did an hour and some change.
What?
Go ahead and wrap it up. We can continue the convo over.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I appreciate the guests, my brother. I appreciate people through the dropping the gems.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Real shit, man.
Thanks for having me.
Nigga over there looking like Malcolm X nigga with a
Yo, man.
Nigerian this nigga Nigerian prince over here talking about growth and development and shit.
I love
Hey,
it.
hey nigga, go make sure them elephants is down ain't shitting in front of the studio. Nigga.
Hey,
Shit, man. Up until next time, man. Bless you.
peace.
Breathe.
You know, I'm gonna say something. We all